Hey, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the BAMF podcast. Fright Club. The first rule of Fright Club is you tell everybody about Fright Club. Tonight, we're talking about vampires in pop culture at the suggestion of Bear, the Gen X GM, who is
Why
the
you put this on me? Why you
because
put this on me? Because when it tanks, it's my fault.
I think you figured it out.
How are we friends?
It's the sexual tension, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, I have a thing for lobster boys, apparently, so there it is.
I've had a long fascination with Burl Ives, so that's how we're compatible.
Mhm.
tinyurl.com/valorousprint. Right now, you can go pick up Bear's book, but they're covered by our friend Jacob Blackman, who is right above him. It's on Amazon right now, $20. Look at this cover. My God, does that just not make you want to go out and do heroic things right now? You know anything else about the game?
It uses the heroic system.
Sorry, what?
It uses a heroic system.
It uses a modified version of the heroic system, which is, of course, a modified version of the old Marvel superheroes phase rip, as everybody likes to call it. And most importantly than that, it is my response to my fatigue of shadow this and edge that and grim whatever. I'm tired of fantasy being dark and edgelordy. I want it to be heroic. I want heroes to be heroes fighting the darkness, do not murder hobos. Garbage. Get out there and do the right thing for a change.
Yeah.
Yep.
The reason I play games anyway is because I want to live in a world that is better than the one I actually live in, and I have an opportunity to make the world better by being freaking heroic.
There you go.
Yep.
I like that. Well, we don't say be heroic for this one. We say live valorous.
And you can also find this book for $10 in PDF form on DriveThruRPG.
And every purchase of it done between now and Friday is paying for my food at Claricon. So on DriveThruRPG. So if you buy a PDF on our DriveThruRPG, I get the money right away. Amazon print I get next month, and that means when I'm at Claricon this weekend, I can go from saltines. I sold a PDF. Ritz.
Hey, Ritz.
So you get a Ko-fi account where people can send you money directly to let you have a good time at Claricon.
It's on any of my videos on my channel. You'll see it listed in the show notes. Why, you want me to give it to you?
I've had a Ko-fi account for like 2 years, and I never had money sent to it.
I have randomly. It's really weird. Like every now and then someone will go like, "Hey man, I saw you at a Ko-fi. Here's your coffee." I'm like, "Wow, thanks, bro. That's awesome." And it's nice because they send it right to your PayPal account, like immediately upon the I can't talk. Fuck. Let's just talk about vampires.
Okay.
Also here, Jacob Blackman.
Hi.
Illustrator of The Most Handsome Man, Norman, Oklahoma.
I'll take it.
And Tim, should we call you Silverline or Tim? How do you want to be addressed tonight?
Just call me Tim.
All right.
Are you Silverline?
Call him Tim.
He is an enchanter.
Look at the bones.
Tim, should we mention your company and your various products?
I run Silverline Studios. I publish Hearts and Souls, a superhero tabletop role-playing game. Second edition is on its way. It's in editing right now. And I also publish High Valor, which is a tabletop fantasy RPG inspired by things like Beowulf and the stories of Charlemagne and so on and so forth.
And I've been trying to get him to let me put Silverline in the Zenith universe because I think he sounds fun. And he has a great costume.
Yeah. Silverline is a character that I long ago created and ported him into a bunch of different things. And so he's kind of stuck around with me.
And we got a comment saying, "No way, Silverline." I'm assuming you know Winter Willow there.
Not that I'm familiar with, but I might.
She says hi.
Well,
hey, one last thing I need to mention before we jump into this. It's the spooky season, right?
Yep.
What? What's so spooky about it?
Well, stuff and things. tinyurl.com/Ghost Show Preview. Our friends at Ghost Show Press are giving away free PDFs of Transgressive Horror. It's a anthology of movie criticism by such clever people as Ken Motherfucking Height. And that actually is his legal middle name, if you weren't aware of that. Lots of people from the RPG space contributed to this book. Boy, we've got people with, the former president of the Horror Writers of America, Lisa Morton. She's from this book. Abe Smith, friend of the show, he critiqued The Thing. So yeah, it's a ton of really interesting essays about different horror movies, and you can get it for free right now at that link below, tinyurl.com/ghost show preview. But maybe you have a trip coming up. Maybe you're going to be manning the door, waiting for kids to come by, dressed up as, so you can pass out candy. Get this up on your reader, and you'll have a good time. So anyway, speaking of good times, we're talking about vampires and why they suck. See what you're there?
Ha ha ha.
You suck.
All right, so the idea of the heroic vampire.
The what?
The idea.
No, we're just doing vampires in general.
What the fuck's a heroic vampire?
Oh, winter. Okay.
What,
Yeah.
Mike?
Okay.
Mike, get him fucking boom, Mike, please. You sound like you're underwater. What'd you say?
I was trying to talk about vampires as protagonists as opposed to simply monsters and antagonists, the way they were for
That's
right.
18th century.
that's actually a pretty common thing in some fiction. I mean, we've got tabletop role playing games entirely dedicated to it, and they show up in superhero settings a lot because they make good villains. But then there's Morbius, who's a living vampire because they couldn't actually publish vampire material when he was created.
Yeah, but now it's Morbin time, so they can publish all they want.
Yeah, I know.
I
So,
think for me, the thing that has the best vampire protagonist is going to be the Underworld series,
That makes sense.
where they effectively adapted the World of Darkness.
Kind of, if you squint, yeah.
That's fair. You can draw a straight line from Interview with the Vampire to the World of Darkness, though, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
You got to make some stops at some other places along the way, but yes.
Interview with the Vampire was one of the first places that gave us a vampire protagonist, as opposed to people who were dealing with vampires. But I was saying, just Underworld was my favorite. Because Interview with the Vampire, I can't stand how whiny Louis is. I just can't.
Have you ever read the book?
Yeah.
Okay.
I read the book long before any of the movies or anything like that. Just unfortunately, Louis gave us the whiny vampire trope. Oh, I can't feed. I must maintain my humanity. What have I become?
In old school vampire terms, he was a Toreador.
Yeah, and he's very, very, very. He was very, very popular with a certain
demographic
audience. Yeah, a certain demographic
that
audience.
demographic's really into Morningwood Milking Farm these days, so be careful where that slippery slope leads, my friend.
What?
Oh, you have research to do.
No, thank you. I'm not sure I want to go into that.
It is a monster sex book.
That's really popular on Amazon with a certain demographic.
Okay. Yeah.
I would never know about these things if you weren't in my life, Andrew. It's wow. Okay.
Well, you know what? I live to please and educate.
I run into a few of those that are supposed to be cozy fantasies, but they call them cozy with spice, and I just veer left because I'm like, yeah, no, thank you.
Well, there you go. Anyway, vampires are villains. Vampires are bad guys. Vampires should never be heroes. They are bad. They are evil. They are parasites. They feed upon humans to survive. They don't care. They want blood. And I don't care. That's why one of my favorite movies about vampires, other than Near Dark, because Near Dark is just chef's
Near Dark is amazing. It is.
And if you play World of Darkness, they're a Sabat pack 100%. For me, it's the Let the Right One In.
Oh, yeah.
Not the American version with Chloe Moretz. The original.
Yeah.
The original is creepy.
Well, but the thing is no matter how much she is likable or protects him or any of that stuff, she's still evil at the end of the day. She still feeds on other human beings and then entraps random men into falling in love with her and being her servants until they grow old and die.
Yeah,
Or that
she is grooming him. She is
Yeah.
a predator in every
Yeah.
sense of the word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very much so.
Vampires are
She
evil.
is a terrible monster of a creature.
Great movie, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, the
That's a
American
very
one
good
wasn't
movie.
bad for what it was. It wasn't
Mhm,
bad, but
mhm.
that original, wow.
The cat scene was a little weird.
Yeah, it was kind of out of like out of the genre, kind of like it shocks you out of the fact that this is supposed to be a kind of a spooky movie into more of a comedic tone.
Hmm.
Well, but that's it's Swedish humor, right?
So yeah,
That's all that is. But yeah, no, vampires are bad guys. I will die on that hill, surrounded by I don't know witch hunters. I don't know, and a lot of
The
garlic.
it is no surprise because I've mentioned it several times on previous episodes of Fright Club that my favorite vampire movie is the '80s Fright Night.
Yeah, it's a great movie, amazing movie, and the
that
sequel
is.
wasn't bad either.
I
We should
I haven't
get
seen the sequel. I have not seen the sequel.
Jacob. We need a T-shirt for Fright Club.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we need a cool logo that says Fright Club, and then like some classic movie monsters or something, but in your style, that cartoony sort of style you do.
No, I can
And
do
then-
that.
That would be amazing. And by the way, I'm wearing my Cocaine Owlbear T-shirt to the convention this weekend. I look forward to
Fantastic.
answering questions about it.
Tim Kirk says, "Wait, Tim, you're here, but you're there."
Yeah, it's me.
You didn't say we. Your lips didn't move, you liar.
Well, no, I typed it because that's how I communicate with people. Don't you know?
What is this people that you refer to?
Yeah.
But there
Yeah,
have been
well, about
other
this
decent vampire movies. I would say some of the more decent vampire movies from recent history. I particularly enjoyed 30 Days of Night.
It was okay. The comic was way better.
I never actually read the comic, so I can't comment on it.
The
Comic was way better.
Do you remember Dracula 2000?
I do
No.
remember Dracula 2000.
Horrible, stupid, bad movie, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You ever see the sequel, Dracula 2?
I don't think I saw it, no.
Absolutely amazing. So me and my buddies, this is in the 90s, it was early 2000s. We go to the video store and we're trying to figure out what's going on. And Jean-Michel, the guy who works there who knows us, he's like, guys, they made a sequel to Dracula 2000. And he holds up the box and we're like, oh, fuck yeah, let's watch this. So we rent it.
Did like the same actor play Dracula and
Nope,
everything?
all new actors. All new. The guy who
okay.
plays Dracula in it this time is, remember in Braveheart, Edward II's gay lover that gets thrown out the window? It's that actor.
Okay.
Anyway, so we throw it in, and we're all sitting around, and a bunch of guys working in film and television, right? So we're really, like, watching a film with us is a bad idea if you're not into people talking shit at the screen.
Right.
Yeah.
We're drinking, we're smoking, whatever, we're doing our thing, and then we're making jokes for about 5 minutes into the movie, and then slowly the jokes start falling off. And then by the 10-minute mark, none of us are talking anymore. We're just watching the fucking movie. And when it's over, we're like, God damn. Like it wasn't great, but way better than the original. Like it's really well done overall. It's got some goofy, cheesy shit in it because it's got Dragon. What's his name? The guy who played Bruce Lee in the Dragon movie. I think it's him. Anyway, he plays a priest who's also a martial artist. And so there's a couple of martial arts versus vampire scenes that are whatever. But some of the stunt shit they do, like he's fighting, like it opens with him chasing down this vampiress in Prague. I don't know. It's a shot in Prague, but it could have been, maybe it was Romania. I don't know. And at one point, he sees her reflection in a mirror, and he doesn't even think about it that vampires don't throw reflections. And he turns around as she comes through the glass, and that's when you realize it's twin vampires he's fighting all of a sudden. And it's done so well. It's shot well. I'm telling you, the fucking the shit. It's amazing. It's all about basically the remember at the end of Dracula 2000, they torch Dracula up on the church steeple or the flagpost in the sun. It all picks up in the morgue with people coming to get the body. And this morgue attendant, paramedic Jeremy London, I think it was, figuring out we got something special here. And then it just goes from there. It's so fucking good. Highly recommend it. Clearly, I highly recommend it. Look how excited I got. So, yeah.
The actor y'all were looking for is Jason Scott Lee.
Jason Scott Lee. Thank you very much.
That's
That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking of.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then they made a
Because I
third
went to
one.
find the
garbage.
movie.
The third one has Rutger Hauer in it, and it's absolute shit. Don't watch it. But the second one, the in-between one, it is brilliant.
Okay.
What, really? Billy the Kid versus Dracula? Jesus, Mike. I'm here giving you gold, and all you're giving me is fucking peanut butter with candy in it.
Dracula is pretty much going to show up in ad nauseum forever because public domain character. It's easy to draw on him. Everyone's familiar with the character. Everyone's familiar with what Dracula's particular vampire powers are, and so it's just he's an easy mark.
See Dracula, the TV series.
The recent BBC one.
The recent BBC one, yeah.
Yes.
That started out in the past and slowly moved to modern day.
Yes, I saw it.
It was interesting.
What was the name of the Blade ripoff in Venture Brothers?
Something midnight.
I don't remember.
I just love his whole thing about he also kills non-Blackulas. That was my favorite bit.
Jefferson Twilight.
Jefferson
Twilight. That's it.
Twilight.
That's a good name too.
It really is. It's like you gave me red eye. It's like now I didn't get to kill a vampire. Now I have to come down from this. Yeah, it's good. I love that character.
Yeah,
especially when he finds out he finally has magical powers.
I adore that show. That show is one of my favorite cartoons of the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the wrap-up movie?
Yes, they something beats the baboon heart or whatever.
Radiant is the blood of the baboon's heart.
I would have preferred they had done with the original idea, which was to do an entire season of it, because it suffers from the exact same thing Serenity suffered from, the Peacekeeper Wars suffered from, which is they took an entire season of TV and tried to reduce it into a movie. So everything feels rushed, and it was fine, but it was like it needed the full treatment of a season to get the impact they were going for. And I hate when they do that. It's so well, it's the only way we can get it out. Then don't get it out. Sit back and wait. If time has proven anything, you have a big enough fan base, eventually Netflix will show up with a truckload of money and go, we'll buy one season off you,
Yeah.
Well, Warner Brothers is up for sale, apparently. So, yeah, I might still get more value.
I think I got some change around here.
Alternatively,
I got a Taco Bell coupon. We'll see what they want to do.
Alternatively, there was one thing recently that came out that used to be an incredibly long thing that was shortened and condensed into just the good parts version. Salem's Lot.
Oh, Salem's Lot.
Did they remake Salem's Lot?
They redid Salem's Lot, so it's pretty much the good parts version. They took out all the extraneous.
I like the
we're looking for kid. We don't know what's happening yet, and it's just like we're getting to the frickin' monkey.
When did Jacob become a Zoomer? That's reality, sir.
He's young at heart. He's in touch with the youth.
The old Salem's Lot.
No cap.
No. I don't think he's in touch with the youth anymore because most of his fans were in the late 20s and early 30s in their age when they liked him in the first place. So now they're my age.
Jacob, you used to have fans in your 20s and 30s?
Oh,
what?
No.
What are you talking about, Tim?
I didn't start developing.
I'm talking about the picture behind Mike.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, no, we're talking about Jacob above me, not Jacob.
Well, Jacob above you is different.
You see,
Mike, fix your screen, damn it. This is you trolling. Mike, you just did the meta troll.
He did it on purpose, I'm sure.
Lord, oh Lord.
So, did you guys play World of Darkness in the 90s?
Yes.
Yes.
Only Mind's Eye Theater, only LARP, because big titty cock chicks.
I pretty much was an early adopter. Like I got it as soon as it came out, and realized that I never really liked the vampire, but that was the first one that came out.
One of my buddies refused to play it because his mentality was vampires are bad guys, and I agreed with him. So when I played it, it was like, this is just mafioso. These are just mafia families. That's how we're doing this, because that's really all it is. Let's play that way. But I love LARPing. I love World of Darkness LARPs.
I've heard lots of good things. Yeah, and you get
In the
women
90s, when there were shit tons of big titty, beautiful goth chicks playing.
Yeah, I had an awakening. I was at a gaming convention, and it's a bunch of guys look like us. All of a sudden, I was like, "Wait, there's women here. Why are there women here?" And
I like how you Clark Kented that too. That was a good touch.
thank you. I was trying to be in the moment.
What do you mean look like us? I'm fucking handsome. What the hell's wrong with
Yeah.
you?
You are handsome.
Jesus Christ, man!
You're
You're
shiny
like
head. You're a
thumbs or
good-looking man.
something. We're not thumbs. We're not human thumbs. We're men. Are we not men? We are Devo. Yeah, there we are.
No, I play a lot of werewolves.
See, Mike, my trolls are intellectual, unlike yours.
My shenanigans are fun and whimsical. Yours are.
As a
Evil.
teenager, I read a lot.
Shenanigans.
As a teenager, I read a lot of horror fiction, and vampires were kind of big even back then. So I ran into vampires a lot.
All right, quick. Name your 3 go-to, will always watch vampire films.
I don't know if I got 3. I got Lost Boys. I Count Blade. Goddamn, I don't like vampires all that much. My wife makes me watch the Twilight movies, but I would watch those.
That's not your go-to. That's her go-to. All right, you got 2. Jacob, give me 3.
Well, like I said, Fright Night. I really do like Lost Boys, and probably the 90s Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, Francis Ford Coppola's Abomination. I mean, Dracula. Cool. Okay, Tim.
Near Dark, Fright Night, and Lost Boys.
Nice. For me, it's going to be Near Dark, Fright Night, and Dracula 2. The Ascension.
Nosferatu was pretty good, but it was almost 3 hours long, and it was
The new Nosferatu?
Yeah.
Still haven't seen it, and I haven't seen the one about the ship either. What was the ship called? The one with the boat?
Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Yeah,
because
no
I was
interest.
Last Voyage of the Demeter takes like 3 pages from the original Dracula novel and makes a 2-hour movie out of it.
right.
Ain't that a kick in the ass?
Okay, there is a comedy horror that I will really just recommend people see, especially if you like just obsessive amounts of gore. Renfield.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nicolas Cage's Dracula, right?
That's Nicolas Cage playing Dracula, but the protagonist, of course, is Renfield, who is basically his henchman,
Played by Nicholas Hoult, who's
Yeah,
in everything these days.
and he is basically been in an abusive relationship for the last 200 years.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one too. Come to think of it, but I mean, it's not. It's.
You ever watch Love at First Bite?
I did not. Was that good? Oh wait,
George
no,
Hamilton?
wait. That was
George
God,
Ham-
what's his
that's
name?
one of my favorite comedies.
Ha! Silver bullets.
That is for
werewolf.
werewolves.
That is for werewolves.
Really?
I worked with George Hamilton. He's a great guy. Really nice guy. Really, really nice guy. Class act all around.
My favorite scene from that is you're getting sleepier and sleepier. You're getting drowsier and drowsier. Sleepier, sleepier, drowsier, drowsier. And then none of them are being affected by each other's psychic attempts. And then the waiter comes in between them and just collapses.
Yeah.
So you know there's actually something happening there.
No, it's I'm not a big fan of sight gag films, but I'm a big fan of the Zucker Brothers style of humor.
Mhm.
And that movie is just aces top to bottom. What was the one with Leslie Nielsen as a vampire?
Dracula
Dead loving it.
Hated that fucking movie.
Terrible movie. Just the
well,
worst.
most of that kind of comedy is terrible.
Yeah, I when we get to a lot of the Leslie Nielsen films, especially when he's mocking specific movies as opposed to genres of movies, that's just I really can't.
Which is odd because when you get stuff like Hot Shots Part 2 and stuff like that, and Hot Shots, they do a great job of mocking specific movies and genres really, really well. But for some reason, Leslie Nielsen stuff just, oof. The Lesser Dead.
Yeah, this guy, Christopher Yeoman.
All right, we're talking about comedy, so let's look at Bloody Hands. That's all right. Yeah, nice segue there. But Whiplash. All right, go ahead, Mike.
Well, occasionally I have trouble getting word in, so I find that if I just
you know what works with us? Talking.
He throws up an image to like redirect us.
Yeah, he was using his words.
But it worked pretty well. Anyway, this guy, Christopher Yeoman, he's a writer. You should check him out. He has a book you would like called The Black Tongue Thief. Also, this one, The Lesser Dead. It's set in the dirty 70s in New York City. You know.
Okay.
And there's a cabal of vampires who are living in abandoned subway tunnels and, you know, preying on civilians. And, there's a plot about these creepy vampire kids who come in and ruin everything. But it's more just the vibe of, you know, like the same setting as the Warriors movie, just the kind of dirty, gritty New York City where everything's gone to hell in the 70s. And beautiful book. Bummer an ending. But, I mean, also the vampires they're empathetic, they're charismatic, and they're horrible, evil people. Oh, it's worth it. It's worth a read.
Cool.
Okay.
That is the best vampire media I've taken in this year.
You know, Canadians can't read. Come on.
I don't know. I went to the bookstore a lot. There are a lot of people at the bookstores in Vancouver. I think it was just
they're not Canadians. They're Chinese.
more along the lines of Americans going over there to buy books, but because of the rate difference at that time. But that's been a long
just because
time.
we can't read doesn't mean we don't buy books for show. Come on.
But to continue some of the better films, I have to give a shout out, of course, to one of the best films of the year, which is, of course, Sinners.
Isn't that a remake, essentially, of something else?
I have no idea if it's a remake. If it is, I don't know what it's a
in the
remake
sense
of.
that it's just like they just stole the plot from somewhere else. I'm trying to figure out what it is, but they're like this. The plot of Sinners apparently is a plot of another movie. Someone was telling. I saw a YouTuber talking about it, or something. I can't remember. Sorry.
But
I mean, I've heard people calling it a remake from Dusk Till Dawn, but that's not even in the same kind of field of movie as Sinners.
No. They have a completely different feel from each other.
Right.
I think Dusk to Dawn is. I want to like it. There are definitely fun bits there, but
it's cheesy as sin. I mean, it starts out as a completely different movie that's serious and dark, and then they throw in the silliness of vampires in the middle. I mean, if the vampires had been taken a little more seriously, it could have been a fantastic vampire movie, but they made it cheesy.
Well, it was a collaboration of two directors. They got together and said, "I'll write the first half of the script. You write the second half of the script, and let's come up with something."
Then Tarantino was like,
and that's what happened.
Put stuff in the middle of it, and Rodrigo was like, "Yes."
And literally, how much work can you give Cheech Marin in one movie?
He shows up as like 4 different characters in that film.
Yeah, but his best character is the titty twister collar.
Yeah, 100%.
If you can find a cheaper pussy, fuck it.
I am happy they put that entire monologue into the album.
Did they? Oh, nice.
So you can put it right on the CD and go right to the track.
Nice.
So we talk RPGs. Pretty much, there's just World of Darkness. And then I guess you could also mention Buffy the Vampire Slayer for Vampire PCs, but I mean,
great game.
Chill.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but chili, unless you got the creature feature, you hunted them.
You're talking about you're talking about actually playing vampires.
Mike's obsessed with the idea of hero protagonist vampires for some reason.
There is
I think it's a
The
weird
Monsters
concept, that's
Are
all.
Our Heroes by Bloat Games,
There is that one.
Eat the right. Eat the right.
which we have done numerous times on the Vamp podcast.
Sinners
What?
is like Demon Knight except with dancing vampires. Is that accurate?
I haven't seen Sinners, so I don't know.
I wouldn't say it's got. Not really.
Okay, your basic plot of Demon Knight. There's a Demon Knight, winds up at a place, the stars align, the demon comes, and chaos ensues. What's the plot of Sinners? Reduced to that level.
At the basic level, a supernaturally powered bard awakens, and not only does it attract goodness and joy to his culture and community, but the sound of his music also attracts forces of darkness to him that want to possess him. Thus, the vampires come in.
I'll have to check it out and see if it's any good. I'll check it out. I'll give it a watch.
Coco B says they're both evil Siege movies. So
In that case, they're also similar, and they ripped off Fort Apache the Bronx. Well, I mean, that's a bit vague. No offense, Coco.
Any vampire movie can potentially be a siege movie because vampires can't come in unless you invite them. There are
vampire
so many
films, for the most part, just like sci-fi movies, tend to be other stories in that trapping. You know what I mean? There are very few actual science fiction movies. There are very few actual vampire movies. They're always something else with vampires.
Yeah.
I was just thinking Die Hard with vampires.
How about vampires on a plane? That was said earlier.
Yeah.
I've had enough of these motherfucking vampires on this motherfucking plane.
What would be great if we could get Samuel, if we could get him in that role with the vampires.
And the whole plot is they're trying to fly the plane towards the dawn so they can win. If we can just get across the date line, we'll win.
It's a pretty plane.
Then of course there's the opposite of the siege movie, which is Abigail being trapped in the house with a vampire.
Oh yeah,
I enjoyed it. Unfortunately, the trailer ruins the entire plot.
Yeah.
If the trailer hadn't told you right out that the little girl is the vampire, it would have been an amazing movie. Where if you didn't know going in, it would have been fantastic.
I wish they had dragged that moment out more and just have people die longer before they finally reveal that it's actually her.
Mm-hmm. Because during the film, she is the daughter of a fearsome gang boss. That's all you hear. And then the gang boss also has this notorious killer under his employ. And then you find out she's a vampire, and she is that killer. If they had just not ruined it with the trailer,
yeah.
It's like the movie Killer Mermaid. If the movie wasn't called Killer Mermaid, you wouldn't know what was going on until like halfway through the plot. Because the first half of that movie, you have no idea what's going on.
I think you're no longer allowed to have
Except you
access
came into
to
the movie knowing it's called Killer Mermaid.
So what was it about?
A killer mermaid.
No.
No, really?
Okay, some people visiting Italy go out onto an island for swimming and vacation stuff. They discover that on the island is this guy, and it looks like he has a woman trapped prisoner in the bowels of this like castle on the island. They try to rescue the woman, only to find out that it is a horrific monster mermaid.
As you do. Oh, hey, our friends at Pinnacle Entertainment, the Savage Worlds people, they did an adventure. Apparently, it's a well-known Savage Worlds adventure for Deadlands called Night Train.
Night Train.
And it's
Living on a midnight train.
It's vampires on a train, rampaging across the Old West, causing all kinds of problems. And this is the adventure that kills people.
Mm-hmm.
It's designed to be a meat grinder.
Okay.
So it's that kind of pulpy adventure.
So I have a question for the group. If there is a vampire movie or story that you believe is untapped that you would love to see made into a movie, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good question.
When Marvel was doing MI13 back in the early 2000s, they had a British supernatural team with Captain Britain and Blade on the same team. They had a story arc where they were fighting Dracula, and it was bonkers, crazy. The vampires had a base on the moon. They were invading the Earth it was crazy. I would love to see something done with that kind of just batshit crazy aesthetic, but that would never happen, in the conservative world of superhero movies these days. But I usually seem to be deep in thought there. Bear, what are you thinking about?
I can't think of anything. Everything's been done.
Everything's been done?
Well, I can't think of anything because I haven't read a vampire book in 40 years, 30 years, something like that.
I like the idea of Die Hard with vampires, though.
That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the horrible thing about Die Hard, the horrible and the great thing is that template is good for so many things.
Yeah.
They're trying to break into the vault to steal their master's coffin, who is Dracula, of course, because, might as well.
Public domain.
Yep.
Because it's easy.
I want to see, and this is me, what I want to see in movies rather than a particular IP, but I want to see more of the weirder vampire lore, like the ones who spat out their lungs and wrapped them around them as a cocoon to sleep in at night, wherever they were. And there was a movie, and I know there was a movie that had it in there, and I don't remember where it was, but I remember just catching that little 5-minute thing of them like showing them coming out of that cocoon. And I was like, and then I forgot the movie's name.
That is crazy, sir. I don't know what to say.
There's all sorts of crazy memories out there, different cultures, and different.
All right, no casting arcane spells for.
All right, let me give you a concept, Andrew or Bear. Viking vampires. Raiding coastal monasteries. No? Okay, that'll do it for you. All right.
See, for me, I would like someone to finally properly adapt Carmilla.
Oh yeah, Carmilla. That would be a property I'd like to.
There have
There'll be a lot of titties in it.
There have been
lesbian vampire.
There have been attempts at it. The Hammer films did the Vampire Lovers, which was kind of Carmilla. If you look at Let the Right One In and Let Me In, that's kind of Carmilla, but it's not specifically Carmilla. And for those who are not familiar with the story, Carmilla is the original vampire. Her story came out well before Dracula, but it wasn't as popular because it involved a lot of lesbianism.
Yeah.
Oh, it was popular, just no one was willing to admit it at the time.
Yeah.
I want to see another, not the same story, but a near dark style vampire movie where there's no faces, no fangs. The word vampire is never used in it, but we know they're vampires.
Hmm.
That's what I liked about Near Dark. Other than all the other great stuff about the movie, was the fact that it's the greatest vampire film you'll ever see, where there's no fangs, no Dracula faces, and the word vampire is never fucking used once.
It's funny. I caught Near Dark on one of the old movie channels back in the day, and like, this is really good. Why was it in theaters?
It was in theaters. I saw it in the theater.
Dang it. Well, yeah, but I never heard of it before.
Oh,
at
it's because
that
it came
time.
and went one summer real fast.
Probably, yeah.
It's like, what, 85, 86, something like that?
Probably. 87.
You figured out your shit. Congrats. Speaking of vampires, I have 2 of them in my house.
Yeah, well.
They have
You took them in. It's now your responsibility.
They're
to
up all
feed
night.
them.
They hiss. They pull faces. I'm their servant. I must feed them at all times.
There was a web series that tried to do Carmilla, but it was modern day, and
Yeah, it was
told as though through backstory, because they talked about things that happened to the webcam as opposed to actually showing things happening.
Yeah, that was one put on by, I think, and I might be wrong here, by Playtex of all people. I think they were the ones who financed that one, because it was a cute little, it had 20-something girls who played the roles, and they were going to some sort of supernatural school, but it wasn't like people were supposed to know it was supernatural, and the vampire wasn't there because it was necessarily all that supernatural stuff. It's just all that stuff is backstory that slowly unfolds in the series.
Yeah,
I had forgotten the word Playtex.
Yeah,
because I haven't heard in like 30 years. So I'm like, what the fuck is? Oh yeah, Playtex. Yeah. This is weird.
Who here has seen Innocent Blood?
I've never heard of it.
May have.
I've seen it.
1992 John Landis vampire film.
Yeah.
Oh no,
where it's a vampire going up against the mob.
Yeah, and she usually kills her prey by blowing their heads off, like after she's fed on them, so they don't wake up and become vampires. But she doesn't get one of them, and so yeah.
Oh fuck! I have seen that where the mafia starts embracing each other.
She starts feeding on. She pretty much starts feeding on the mob boss. He fights her off and survives. So she doesn't thoroughly kill him. He turns into a vampire and starts turning his mob into vampires.
Yeah, Robert Loggia is the mob boss, and I remember that thing now.
Yeah, it was rather terrible. I think the only reason it existed was because that model wanted to break into Hollywood.
And Paris-Loup. Anne Paris. Man, what a name. I remember her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad movie. Remember what was the Nicolas Cage movie? Vampire's Kiss. Oh my god, that movie was so good.
That for the longest time was the metric bar of what a bad movie is.
What are you talking about? That movie's genius.
I personally have not seen it. I have been told
you should watch it.
It is so bad that it would actually make me suffer.
It will not. It's genius. It's some of Nicolas Cage's best work. Jennifer Beals is amazing in it. And Maria Conchita Alonso is absolutely suffering as his poor secretary that he just abuses through the whole film, Alva. I'm telling you, it's a good movie.
Okay.
Well, it looks like it's...
She was La Femme Nikita and Poyard. Now I remember who she is. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, anybody remember Nightlife?
Nope.
The role-playing game? Am I the only one? Nightlife came out like a month or two before Vampire the Masquerade did the first edition. And it was a splatterpunk horror game where you played supernaturals, which were vampires, werewolves, little demon things, and animates, which include, Frankenstein and the animated statue kind of things. Um, but it was a percentile system, and it was basically just running around killing things. I mean, it was pretty typical for an RPG, but it beat Vampire by like a fraction of a second in terms of publishing.
Well, I mean, yeah, but they kind of, once they came to market, they kind of owned that space. Hell, they kind of
Yeah,
still do.
yeah, they did.
I would say we're about due for a Buffy reboot that would bring along a new RPG, but
They're making a Buffy reboot. Sarah
Oh.
Michelle Gellar is behind it.
They were
And
testing for it.
and in it. Ugh.
Yeah, she's supposed to be the mentor now or something.
Yep.
Like, just reboot. Don't fucking continue the story, which is what she's gonna do.
I
Reboot.
still wish we had gotten an animated series. But
Well, as my mother used to say, you can wish in one hand and poop in the other and see which piles up first. Sadly, the comics were awful. The season 7 comics, they were terrible.
I have no clue. So
I picked up a couple and I was like, yeah, this looks like shit. So I didn't
Yeah,
really
Dawn's
bother.
a giant because she had sex with a demon. What?
It's
What? Joss Whedon's a weird fucking dude.
oh yeah, yeah.
Then there was the reboot comic, which rebooted it from.
Started well, and it started really, really well. And then about halfway through, right around the time they changed the artist to a new artist, it just went to shit.
Yeah,
And I was like, I read like the next 2 trade paperbacks. And I'm like, fuck this, I'm done. But it started really well.
I especially liked it because it had the idea that everyone we saw from the cast is already in Sunnydale, so we just have them be there.
Yeah.
In the background.
No, it's a good. It was, like I said, it was really good. The first 3 or 4 trade paperbacks were really, really good, and then it just dropped off precipitously at one point.
I liked her giant bat mount.
That's when it started to fall off precipitously. By the way, is when they started doing the crazy woo-woo shit. Have we discussed Blackula? Well, we discussed hunting Blackulas.
Lord.
Speaking of, I have a Blackula. Where's his head? Hello, Blackula.
We have not discussed Blackula, but does Blackula need to be discussed?
Yes, because without Blackula, there's no vampire in Brooklyn.
Oh, Lord.
I was about to ask about Vampire in Brooklyn. I said, are we going to also talk about that? If we're going to talk about Blackula?
One of my favorite lines on Community is when Troy's referring to Blackulas. It's just like, it's like, I'm sorry, Blackula is, if you're the right age, it's a fucking cultural touchstone of the exploitation era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very much so.
it's tragedy Venture Brothers didn't get an official RPG.
Well, I agree on that one.
Yeah, I mean, there is a Vin filed off version that Mike Myler did, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, there really should have been an official one. But yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that
Problem
was
is,
kind of a shame.
it would have gotten picked up by someone with money, right? That's the way you're going to get those rights. So you're going to wind up with a Savage Worlds version or a Mutants and Masterminds version. And all of those super crunchy games, they're not suited to this type of world. That's the problem with them.
These days, it would probably be the 2x20 system or the Mutant Year Zero system or something.
Mutant Year Zero wouldn't be bad, but again, it's just too much. Like, I don't know, do you guys look at Invincible?
I have not yet.
I
backed it, and then I downloaded the free play, and I read it, and I'm like, fuck off. How do you take my 2 favorite games in the history of role-playing games, Phase Rip and D6, slam them together, and create shit? Like, canceled my pledge right away. Like, fuck this.
Okay.
Hello, Lucy.
There are so many games out right now that could handle Invincible better. I don't know why they have to do a new system for it, but
Yeah.
their own system.
Had they beaten me to press and done a Phase Rip clone, they would be the kings of the world right now for superhero games that they were doing that, and everyone would be losing their minds about how great this idea was.
Well, I'm sure it's a huge Kickstarter just with the IP, and they got to be 6 figures, 7 figures.
Oh, they made a huge amount of money.
Oh yeah.
But this is the fall of The fuck's the name of the company? The guy's doing Invincible, the Alien, the Mutant Chronicles 00. What is this company called? Fuck.
Skybound?
No. The gamers, the role playing company.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't.
Blade Runner. Free League. This is the fall of Free League. They've stopped doing as much of their own shit, and they're just doing licensed properties now as the primary thing for them. And with that has come all the cool sort of indie, you kind of know them shit about Free League is quietly slipping away as they're just doing one brand name after another, and it's like, this is not interesting, you know?
No, it's not, but it sells because you bring in the camera.
Badly.
Yeah.
All right, who wins the fight? The Count from Sesame Street versus Count Chocula.
Count from Sesame Street.
Wrong. You're both wrong. It's Count Blah who comes out of the corner with the steel chair. Blah.
Lifting his shirt.
My name
30
is Count
sit-ups
Blah,
a day
blah.
for the last 80 years.
Blah.
All right.
I'm Count Blah Blah.
Picture
Count
right
Blah,
now
blah.
with,
No, it's Count Blah Blah. Yeah, I get it. You're Count Blah Blah. Look, kid, don't turn this into a fucking Abbott and Costello routine.
So, Dark Shadows.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
And
Dark Shadows.
the original.
Yeah.
Or perhaps maybe even the one that came out during the late 80s.
Early 90s, I think.
Early 90s, I watched
But
it.
certainly not the most recent movie.
Oh, I
Just-
didn't know they'd done a recent one.
No.
Oh, yeah, because they did. Yeah, okay, that's why they did it.
With Johnny Depp, right?
Yeah, they did it with entirely wrong cast, entirely wrong director, entirely crap writing. Because it was okay. Let's be honest. It's a soap opera that just happened to have vampires and other things.
Barnabas Collins, is that his name?
Barnabas Collins.
Yes.
That was the thing. It was a soap opera. At the end of the day, it was a soap opera that had supernatural aspects. And they were the ones that, as far as I know, that were the first to throw in the weirdness in a soap opera.
Yep.
Because, like, later on, I know a couple of them, like, decades later, decided to throw in some weird stuff. But
Yeah,
way
I remember
after.
that.
That
Yeah,
was
what's her name
pioneer.
on Days of Our Lives got possessed by the devil?
See, I don't know. But I remember seeing bits of Dark Shadows and going back and watch it and thinking this was actually pretty good for what it was.
I just remember two vampire-centric RPGs I wanted to bring up. This one's really weird. It's on Packer Kit right now.
Oh, yeah.
60,000.
WrestleMania?
WrestleMania.
Oh, Lord.
Video game.
The evil
video
Ultra
game.
Dracula has conquered the peaceful country of Greco-Romania. The only way to stop him is with professional wrestlers.
You know, some people have too much access to the internet. And Mike is one of them.
I just
Yeah. That to be fair, that is a video game, not a tabletop game. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, eat the right. This is by Grant Howitt at Rowan. Oh boy, get the name of the Rowan Rook and Deckard. These guys did the Spire. They've won 1 million Ennies for things. This uses the grade system, which I use for Pew Pew. It's simple. It plays fast. You play vampires who are being coffin dropped into Paris, and your mission is to find the Nazi high command and drink all their blood. It's pulpy. It's grindhousey. The art is beautiful. And
It sounds like probably one of the true places that I would probably be okay playing a vampire these days. Let's go kill Hitler! Yeah.
The idea is the Allies have dropped monsters into Germany, and you just go out and be monsters.
Come on! If you want to, you can be a guest. Come on.
You got a cat there? Oh, is that your dog?
No, it's my new dog. She is so desperate to be petted all the time.
Yeah, my Great Dane is also a big couch potato.
Hi. Yes. Hi.
So, does anyone else have any decent suggestions, or shall we wrap this up as we're coming up on an hour?
Yeah, heaven forbid you ever do more than an hour on your streams. That might, go somewhere.
Oh no!
Well, one of the things
a deep, meaningful conversation. Fuck that. Let's make fart jokes and make a game about it. The Roger Corman of role-playing games, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Lafferty.
Wow,
That's rude.
No,
That
Mike,
was
I love you.
mean.
No, Mike knows I love him to tears, and I want to adapt all of his old superhero stuff to Heroic because it's great stuff. But you got to admit, this guy shits out role-playing games the way Corman shat out films. I'm just saying. It's amazing.
I haven't published something in like 3 months.
Three
The
whole
thing-
months.
The thing is, sometimes you come up with ideas, and you just need to see what sticks.
No, I get it.
When Cocaine Owlbear
Come here.
hit,
Come here.
we had no idea what it was going to become. Mike was just like, "Hey, can you quickly draw this for me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure," and did not understand how quickly that was going to blow up on us.
Yeah.
It's a great concept. Everything about it is good. I've told people to pick it up. You've sold a cup. You sold a hoodie because a buddy of mine sent me pictures of his hoodie. I'm like, oh my god. So,
Well, hey, I mean, catch that zeitgeist. I mean,
no,
Yeah,
and that's why he's the
Frank
Corman of RPGs because that's what Corman did. He caught whatever the modern zeitgeist of films was and then cranked out a bunch of stuff. That's how it works. I respect it. You understand? I'm not mocking him. I respect the hustle.
tinyurl.com/Coke Albert shirt. Go over there right now. Give Jacob some of your money. These are beautiful t-shirts. Wear them to your kids' parent-teacher conference.
I would appreciate it because we're coming to that point where there's too much month at the end of the money.
Dear God, tell
yeah.
me about it. Tell me about it. And I got to go to a convention this weekend, so there's too much everything and not enough money.
I wish I could go to Chicago this weekend for TF Con.
TF Con.
It's a Transformers convention.
Oh.
I am a big Transformers fan. I
know.
would love to someday go to a Transformers convention, and this is the closest one to me.
Do you like the Cybertronic spree?
I enjoy them. Yes.
We had them on this very show.
Yes, we interviewed them together.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're fun.
This was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I like their music. They're from Toronto, which is nice. They're Canadians, which is fun. I like their music, but every time I watch their videos, I keep looking at Arcia, what's the name of the character?
RC.
And I'm just like, is this woman hot or not? I can't tell. And it drives my brain insane. Like, my brain's just like,
Okay.
It doesn't matter because her voice is excellent.
It matters to me. Shut up.
Well, musicians should be taken for their music, not their attractiveness.
No.
MTV
Bull has to worry about Bull's libido.
generation.
Oh my
Bull has to worry about Bull's libido. So.
Bull's libido?
Bull, are you
Yeah, your libido.
Bear.
Oh, did I call you Bull? I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks. I'm not the guy from Night Court.
Sorry.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I'm going to throw out one bad comedy vampire movie out there because it gave me some chuckles. Vamps. Starring Alicia Silverstone and Christian Ritter.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Neither have I. I saw this maybe like in the last year. Never heard of this film. And it's by the same director as what was that Alicia Silverstone film where she's a high school student? Just
Clueless.
Thank you. Same director as that. Unfortunately, it kind of has the same pacing as that, where you're not sure where the movie's going. It just kind of follows the characters around as they do stuff. But it's Alicia Silverstone and Christian Ritter are vampires who are technically under the dominion of a master vampire who's played by Sigourney Weaver, who wants them to do horribly monstrous stuff while they just want to live their lives.
Remember when Sigourney Weaver was super picky about scripts and only tried to make good movies? Remember those days? I miss those days.
She's like, I'm getting old. I just need to make money.
Yeah, now it's just paycheck, paycheck, paycheck. She's sold out 100%. Now, Vamp, on the other hand, is a great vampire movie. Chris
Vamp,
Makepeace,
Yeah.
So, hey, folks, I'm going to break in real fast and just say Ko-fi, that's Ko-fi.com. Zenith Entertainment Group, 69930. Go send Bear some money. He's going to a convention. Buy Bear Burger.
Instead of doing that, go to DriveThru RPG, buy Valorous Bare Bones Edition for $9.99 American. I still get the money. You get a great game, and the more of you buy it, the higher up in the rankings it'll go, and eventually maybe it'll get noticed by people who don't know me, and that would be kind of cool.
I just bought a copy about 45 minutes ago, so
I thank you for that, sir. Thank you kindly. I hope you enjoy it.
well, I hope to play it someday. Maybe here on the podcast someday.
No, I can't run a game in an hour.
Do a demo in an hour.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
No, because you're not going
No, he really can't. I
You're not
promise.
going to get to do any of the shit that's cool in the game in an hour. You're just going to test the combat system and be like, oh, it's a fun combat system. It's just like Marvel. And you lose all the nuance of the game.
That is actually how I sound. I'm like, this is cool. Mwah.
My name's Mike Lafferty. I saw a squirrel drinking a can of Coke, and now I've released an RPG called Coke Squirrel.
Hey, there is a best-selling video game out there called Squirrel with a Gun.
Oh,
Don't tell Mike, because he'll make Slingshot Squirrel as his knockoff version.
Yeah, like Squirrel with a Gun is a hilarious concept. Like, and it's selling well. You know what else sells well? Goat Simulator. It's a simple concept. It's fun. People like fun things, Bear.
I hate video games, so why are you trying to sell me on video games?
I'm not. I'm trying to sell you.
People also like line dancing, the Macarena, the 70s. People's tastes are not a good barometer for what is quality in life.
tinyurl.com/Coke Owlbear RPG. You can go there right now. Pick up Cocaine Owlbear, the RPG. You'll be a better person. It's a good time.
It is fun. We played it on my channel a couple of years back. It was fun.
We did Witness Day Art by Jacob Blattman. You see that?
Yep.
Albert. That's Yep. That's the
I'm wearing that shirt when I run Valorous at Claricon on Saturday. That's gonna be so much fun. Like, why are you running this but you're wearing that? Well, I'm a complicated man and no one understands me but my Wookiee. Solo, that is.
I'm like a parfait. There are levels. There's a lot going on here.
Like a parfait. You're like a fucking 7-bean dip. What are you talking about?
7-bean dip, onion. And it's a fun shirt. Wear it to church. Wear it to a strip bar. It starts conversations. It makes connections with people. That's what I'm saying.
Joe, I think you're thinking of a movie called The Prophecy. Isn't that one? About the mutant bear? I've never seen it.
Is this the mutant bear? Or is this the one with Natalie Portman?
It's from the 70s. It's called The Prophecy, and it's about a mutant bear because of industrial waste.
Okay. I'm not familiar with it then.
I'm going to rename you Industrial Waste, buddy.
Well, the only prophecy I can think of is that Christopher Walken movie where he plays.
That's an amazing movie, and we should definitely do a topic about Christian-influenced horror at some point in time.
We can do that next time.
Yep.
We could talk about zombies too.
Christian horror is always cool.
So 1979, American movie called The Prophecy. While searching for lost lumberjacks in Maine, 3 members of a search and rescue team are killed by an unseen force. I don't think that's the one that has... it's got Talia Shire in it, and Robert Foxworth, and Armand Desante.
Armand Desante.
That is a weird-ass movie poster, though. I'm going to share it.
It's filmed in DC.
Oh yeah, let's yeah, okay.
Who is Papa Brady? Robert Foxworth. Yeah, that's the one. I never knew his name was Robert Foxworth, but yeah, that's the one. He's still alive?
Papa Brady's still alive?
Yeah, he's 83 years old. Holy shit. I had no idea. I figured he had passed on by now.
Yeah, I mean, wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, there he is. He's okay.
I should watch that movie.
Armand Desante and me have an odd relationship. he's supposed to be this big dramatic actor, and yet for me, the first film I ever saw him in was Fatal Instinct,
Ha ha ha. Oh yeah.
which is just bonkers.
Yep.
Robert Reed. Robert Reed was the dad on Brady Bunch. He died in 1992, age 59.
Yeah. Okay. So who's Robert Foxworth? What was he on? It wasn't Brady Bunch.
Robert
was on
Foxworth is this
Falcon
guy.
Crest.
Falcon Crest. Okay.
Yeah. The Quest for
The
Tapes.
Quest for Tapes.
Quest for Tapes.
6 Feet Under, The West Wing, Columbo, a whole bunch of shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I knew Daddy Brady was dead. I just didn't. I got confused. What do you want?
This guy was married to Elizabeth Montgomery for 2 years. Okay. He was Professor Hamilton in Justice League, and he was the voice of Autobot Ratchet in the film Transformers. So.
Uh-oh. Jacob, I'm so disappointed.
I
Transformers
I
fan.
may be a Transformers fan, but I'm not the kind of fan who knows all the voice actors and who wrote the scripts for every individual episode.
So you know what that makes you, right?
A just normal generic fan as
A
opposed to
fucking casual, sir.
No. That makes him probably not
I
autistic.
have
He's not got the
written
autistic need for.
the Transformers RPG.
Well, la dee da. Hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
You know, he's got the Transformers money. He's got the Transformers groupies. You know, it's
Yeah, he's got,
Oh
he doesn't
God,
know
I wish I
Robert
had
Foxworth was
Transformers
Ratchet.
groupies.
you know, we never started up that that vampire Transformer you drew a few years ago.
I started that character up when the one of the last Valor Knights sessions we did was I ran you guys up against that character.
Oh,
As well.
Sorry, it's been years ago. So
I still think Valor Knights, the one you guys did, the Electro Cube Wars or whatever the hell it was,
Yeah.
man, that deserves so much more than being one of your fly-by-night crazy ideas, Mike.
I
Like
appreciate
that deserves a full 250-page RPG treatment. You know what I mean? Like it deserves it.
I appreciate that.
It's a great. I fucking hate the Transformers. Okay, when I was a kid or a teenager, I'd watch GI Joe.
I'm so sorry.
And then, I'd watch Astro Boy, The Real Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe would come on, and I only had 2 channels, and I would immediately flip when Transformers came on after and watch Gem and the Holograms on the other channel.
It's because
I
the
hated
holograms
Transformers.
rocked.
And I hate Transformers. I'm not a car culture guy. I don't give a fuck about cars. Blah. That said,
That has.
hang on,
Yeah.
Tim. Hang on. Hold that
Go
thought.
ahead.
That said, Electro Cube Boogaloo, whatever the hell you guys called that thing, is awesome possum. And it was fun to play, and it deserves a full RPG treatment. Not one of these fly-by-night fucking, here's a 20-page booklet bullshits you do. I mean, like, get into it.
50-page book, and we've got a full adventure path for it.
Just do it. Do the whole game. Show people how to build it. Like, get into it. Make this guy draw like a monkey in a cage you throw bananas at. Come on.
I would love to 100% produce a full Valor Knights Electrocube War RPG. I would love to.
There you
Well,
go, Mike. Money on the table, buddy.
Once the actual Transformers game comes out, you
Is
know,
it already out?
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
Yeah. That was one of the things.
Oh no, there's a Transformers game, so there can never ever be another game about giant stompy robots that turn into cars. Just like DC Heroes came out. I guess we can't make another superhero game now.
We produced Valor Knights, and it was selling pretty well to the Transformers crowd. The Transformers RPG came out, and our sales visibly tanked.
How much promotion did you do on that after the Transformers RPG came out? How much marketing did you do?
I did quite a bit, especially because when the Transformers RPG came out, that was when we had just released the Electrocube Wars Adventure Path. So I was like, we have ready-made adventures.
Shilling is not
right
marketing,
here.
sir. Shilling is not marketing, sir. That's my point. We think shilling is marketing, but we have to understand there is a truism in the shilling world for when we shill our shit, which is we will shill it to 100 people, one person will pick it up. Marketing is when you move that dial from 1 to 10%, because it's not you shilling it to people, it's you letting someone else shill it to markets. It costs money, obviously, but if it's done right and you got the right marketing team, it will make you scads in return.
Dozens of dollars, sir. You're just
dozens. There's literally $20. You know what? Fuck you. All right. You want to be an asshole? Be an asshole. All right. That's what
there's literally 5 or 6 pizzas.
I got a Chris Canadian 20 right here for you, motherfucker. Make that game. This could be yours. It's like a $3 American. Oh my God.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I've known so many publishers who I'm going to chase this dream and do this right and put a 50-page book, full color art every 4 pages. Talk to them a few years later.
Don't make their fucking mistakes.
Huh?
Don't make their mistakes.
I'm trying not to. That's why I do short, fun games with,
No, I get that. You're the fucking what was that company that used to do that? Steve Jackson, the Pocket Games.
Yeah.
I get it. I do it. I understand. You've got a wheel that you think you need to ride, and I understand that. But I'm just saying you have a genius idea sitting there that allows people who want to play Stompy Robots or GoBots or whatever the hell else it's going to be, but they don't want all the bullshit that's attached to the Hasbro concepts and the Hasbro nonsense. They want the freedom that Hasbro won't give them.
Well, the big sales pitch we have is that it's Transformers, but so much easier than what you got with the Essence 20. I mean, you can have a character you can be playing in minutes with,
You don't understand big Stompy Robot players, do you? They don't want easy. They want complex charts and engineering tables.
They want the intricacy of how does my vehicle translate into giving special abilities to my robot form? What specific kind of weapons can I put on
what power plant do I use to get the maximum amount of this with the minimum amount of that? Like, dude, these people are insane.
They are.
But they got money. And Catalyst Games keeps shitting on them and producing tons of money with Battletech. Hasbro shits on them and produces tons of money with Transformers. Money is laying on the fucking table, sir. And then you build the Banff universe. Because then you make your version of G.I. Joe, which I think you already did, didn't you?
Agents of Banff, yes.
There you go, Agents of Banff, right? You got that on the table. And you start tying that all together in this great, crazy RPG universe where I can be a giant stompy robot that turns into a Porsche, run along with a fucking super paramilitary guy whose code name is Friendly Fire. Who gives a shit?
All right, we are well off topic here.
Well, he said it was specifically vampires and stuff.
Okay.
So this fits into the and stuff part of our show.
I mean, there are supernatural elements within Transformers because Starscream was a ghost for a while. So yes. And there was a crossover with the Ghostbusters, which would be a fun adventure.
I just want to see you succeed, man. That's all it is. I just want you to, the amount of years Mike, listen to me. I'm going to be really honest with you right now. I'm going to be something, don't get all whatever and maudlin. I'm going to be straight with you. I have watched you for years work hard, work right, and work proper with people. I've seen you promote everybody under the sun. I've seen you give everybody, myself included, airtime. I've seen you promote everyone's Kickstarters. So I just want you to succeed. So you don't have to keep going to a bullshit job every day. If Paizo can do it, and Pinnacle can do it, and Troll Lord can do it, why can't Fainting Goat? That's all I'm saying.
And to throw more on the fire, Mike is one of my first customers.
There you go.
And I'm still here with him
for almost 20 years now. So
there you go.
I started working with Mike before I started working with other major companies.
All I'm trying to say to you, sir, is that being an RPG publisher is like being a rodeo rider. You always think, or a minor league baseball player. You're always thinking about going to the big show, but
No, but I'm not telling you to go to the. You're not hearing what I'm saying. That's the problem, because you have this thing at the end of your vision, which is, oh, the dangers of these people who have failed before me. I'm not saying do that. I'm saying just take one of your fucking ideas for once, and this is the good one. Expand it into a full thing. Don't do it expensive. Take your time. Do it on the cheap, and then get it out there and build an audience out of it. Because everybody likes beer and pretzel games, but that's not what sells, and that's not what grows a brand. Beer and pretzels does not grow a brand. Something they can dive into, they can sink their teeth into, they can explore. That's what gets people excited. And they start talking to other people, and it goes from there. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Thank you for attending my TED Talk.
Thank you, sir. And thank you to all you folks who came out to watch us tonight talk about vampires on the Fright Club. What are we talking about next week, guys?
Whatever. I suggest let someone else suggest the next one.
Why not Christian themed horror?
If you want, because this was an abortion of a topic for us tonight.
We talked about it a bit.
A bit.
The possession.
Yeah, there's a movie. I remember that. Yeah, that's what we did all night. It was horrible. Last time we were really into it. Yeah,
I mean, isn't possession basically Christian horror?
No.
No.
Angels, demons, and devils is Christian horror.
Yeah.
The apocalypse, the rapture.
But possession is from demons, so
yes, there's overlap, Tim.
We have already done our exorcism possession short.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Christian themed horror next time. If it doesn't work out, I reserve the right to tap into zombies middle of the show.
Why don't we just do zombies next time? Get that out of the way.
I can talk zombies.
I can talk zombies too, because I fucking hate the things.
There's a lot to hate. It's a played out genre.
Played the fuck. It's like Star Wars.
Way played out.
One last time, folks, tinyurl.com/valorousprint. Go buy Andrew's book.
Thank you.
And tinyurl.com/Ghost Show Preview. Free anthology of movie criticism. You're listening to us talk about fucking movies. This is and it's free. It's like 200 pages of interesting movie reviews, analysis by people like Ken Hite and other such folks. So anyway, Tim, Bear,
yes.
Thanks for coming out, guys.
Of course.
All our listeners and viewers, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time on the Damn Podcast.